Hey, what is going on, folks? I'm back with another review today. This time I'm reviewing a Black Panther Wave Minimates set. It's actually from a Walgreens. It's a Walgreens exclusive. In this particular pack, you get Everett Ross. You get a powered up Black Panther. On the back, here's a number of other things you could get within this wave. I think it's a pretty solid wave. As far as I'm concerned, the other figures that I'm really excited about, I'm actually excited about the whole wave, but I think that Tactical Killmonger is going to be a really nice mini-mate, so I'm gonna go around and look for that. M'Baku looks really awesome too. Everything looks really solid, but I think this is gonna be a really good wave, so I'm gonna go around and look for that. But I want to see what these figures are like outside of the box, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so let's take these figures outside of the box. Okay. There's a nice tray shot with the Walgreens exclusive sticker on the top. Take that out, slide that out. I'll turn that upside down. There's another tray shot without the tray covering. From the look of it, you only get one extra accessory, so very light on the accessories. Let's pull out Everett Ross, and let's also pull out the stands as well. Let's pull out powered up Black Panther, pull out the stand, and there's a hairpiece to the side. As I said before, people actually buy these plastic stands, so if you have a number of them lying around the house, maybe like 15 to 20, people actually purchase these online, specifically through eBay. So that's another thing to consider if you want to fund part of your mini-mate collection through that way. So that is something to consider. Let's take a look at Everett Ross first, okay? But let's take these things out here. Here is the poster that it comes with, and this is the updated poster that each of these mini-mate packages come with. It used to be a larger number of mini-mates on this poster, but I think they've whittled it down to a select 5. I'm not sure what went into the selection of these 5, maybe because of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's what it looks like. So that is interesting. I do collect these though. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I do have a number of them. And here's figures from other various lines. I still haven't picked up the set. I haven't picked up that set either. A number of other figures from other various lines. This line is actually on clearance at Toys R Us right now. This is a difficult figure to find, so if you find that, go ahead and pick that up. But for the most part, most of those figures are on clearance at Toys R Us. These two, Doctor Strange, Luke Cage might be. These have sold out, and I think I've seen these. They're starting to lower the price on those as well. So several opportunities you can have to fill some gaps in your collection. Alright, so let's take a look at Everett Ross. Alright, so I like how they incorporate a number of elements in here. And the one thing that I always think about when I see like a realistic Minimate is it sort of has that Ed McGuinness vibe, right? So it has a cartoony feel but realistic elements, and that's the sense that I'm getting from this, is that you get a realistic feel for the facial features, with the exception of the nose, but there's enough design elements in there that you could get a real sense of his face. I don't know why it's an artistic choice to exclude the nose, but that seems to be uniform across all the waves and all the different licenses within the Minimate, the Minimate design elements. The blazer, I mean the suit is pretty sharp. It's a nice dark gray. The hair is really nice too. It's well sculpted. Get that part over there. That side part. Very well sculpted. Not much to say about this figure. I mean, there's been several figures with suits, so it feels like this is a repaint of, you know, another figure that had a suit, but it's a very nice suit. What I can say about this though is that these body molds are good, because a good element about the Minimates is that they're interchangeable. So you can mix and match, and it's a line that promotes customizing. And customizing is relatively easy for Minimates. All you have to do is find the specific parts you need. Requires very little repaints, because there's so much stock out there that you could definitely piece together your own personal Minimate, whatever character that you're trying to illustrate or represent, actually. But really cool. I think it's a really nice Minimate. Pretty solid. Let's put that there. Let's see if we can get him to stand. Okay, got him to stand without the plastic stand. And actually, these are really good stands as well. I could understand why people purchase them on eBay. There you go. Alright, so this is powered up Black Panther. And I like this for the simple fact that I've seen the Marvel Legends powered up Black Panther. I haven't seen him in person yet, and you know, I haven't been lucky enough to find them in Walmart. Not that I've been looking, but I was more excited about this in that I wanted to see what they were going to do with the design of this. Whether the design elements were going to be painted on, they were going to be through paint applications and through ink, or they were going to be molded. And I think with the intricacy of the lines and just how many precise lines that it required, as far as you know, just the, I guess the musculature, as well as the print on the costume, I think they made the correct choice. I like how the powered up version of this gives off this luster. I mean, there is a huge contrast from that matte finish to that metallic paint, enough where it feels like, or rather it looks like, the figure is glowing. And I think that's just a visual effect because of the high contrast of matte paint and glossy paint, or actually metallic paint. So if you hold it in a different angle against the light, it really looks like the paint is, or the metallic paint is changing and adapting to the light as it, as it moves. And take a look at how the hues of paint just changes as I move it around. Really nice. I think they made the correct choice in this. So one thing about this is that the only accessory that it comes with is, I like to call them toupees, but yeah, so it comes with the hairpiece, right? And this is my only point of critique, is sometimes these slide pieces, they get stuck and they're awful to take off, right? This seemed like it was relatively easy, but I've had other figures where it was not a pleasant experience to take off the slide piece, and so I was forced to buy extra figures because of that, because I ruined the figure. Luckily, these Minimates aren't that expensive, so it wasn't as big of a deal as I made it out to be, but still, I mean, that's, you're going through the extra trouble. There you go. So, I mean, that's a nice likeness, especially since it's so stylized. I think there's enough there on the face to really get the impression that that is Chadwick Boseman. I'm butchering the name. I apologize, but there's enough elements on that face to really get a sense of representation of that actor. So really cool. I think this is a solid Black Panther action figure, but I prefer to have the Black Panther helmet on there. Alright, so I really like this pack. I think this is a good start to the wave. I will be looking for the other action figures within this wave. As I said, the other figure that I'm really excited about is Tactical Killmonger. I'm going to be looking for that. Other figures not so much, but I think eventually I will get around to completing this set. But I do like this set. I mean, Black Panther is, by far, he's my top 5, in my top 5. So really like this. I enjoyed this set. As I said, my scale for rating action figures for my views is very simple. I either like the action figures or I don't. So, do I like the action figures? Yes. Do I think? I think that Everett Ross is rather plain. I don't think there's much that they can do with Ross as far as like the Minimate line, but that's okay because most of the flash comes from powered up Black Panther, so there's this nice contrast. So it's good that they added, or they put these two side by side, because otherwise it would have been a dull set, quite honestly. So I really like this pack. I think it's great. I actually like this actor. He was great in The Hobbit, so that's cool. I could also make a custom Hobbit figure from that face and utilize this suit, but I think I'm going to keep this stock because in anticipation for the movie, I don't really want to do anything with this action figure, and you got to have one represented character anyway, so that's just the way I feel about it. But I really like this pack. I think it's great. So please like and comment if you have anything to add. Definitely feel free to do so, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, later.